Good morning once again. Now I will discuss dispersion of white light through a prism and formation of spectrum. We know that dispersion is the spreading of white light into the full spectrum of wavelengths. More technically, dispersion occur whenever the propagation of light depends on the wavelength. Sir Isaac Newton, while studying the image of heavenly bodies formed due to refraction of white light by a lens, found that the image is colored as it ages. Now I will discuss in this diagram. Here this diagram represents dispersion of light. Children, triangle ABC represent a prism. Triangle ABC represent a prism. Sir Isaac Newton, while studying the image of heavenly body formed due to diffraction of white light by a lens, it is white light. A prism in window means accurate light comes from this side. Many colors in light. If aperture in a window kept, then white light comes from aperture in a window and it strikes to AB and it refracted into many colors, that is 7 colors. V, I, B, G, Y, O, R. Okay, children? Now we will consider Sir Isaac Newton, while studying the image of heavenly bodies formed due to refraction of white light by lens, found that the image is colored at the edges. Is the edges. It is the edges. It is the edges. He thought that the colored image is due to some defect of the lens. He then repeated the experiment with carefully polished lens, but the image was still colored. Newton then concluded that fault is not with the lens, but there is something in nature of white light itself due to which the image is colored at the edges. To investigate it further, he performed another experiment with a prism. Newton allowed the white light from the sun to enter a dark room through a small aperture in a window and placed a glass prism in the path of the light rays, the light emerging out. It is incidentally. It is refractory. It is emergent ray. Newton allowed the white light from the sun to enter a dark room through a small aperture in a window and place a glass prism in the path of the light ray. It is the window. White light comes from this window and it strikes to on AB. The light emerging out of the prism was received on the white screen. On the screen is colored patch like a rainbow as shown in the figure, which is termed as spectrum. Starting from the side of a base of the prism, the order of colors in the spectrum on the screen is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. V represent violet, I represent indigo, B represent blue, G represent green, Y represent yellow, O represent orange, R represent red. This order of color in the spectrum can easily be remembered by the word Vibgyor. Very important, Vibgyor. This order of color in the spectrum can easily be remembered by the word Vibgyor. In the spectrum, each color is mixed with the other color. There is no sharp boundary line separating the colors in a diagram. Colors are shown widely separated just for clarity. The total spread of colors is much less than that shown in the diagram. Different colors have different width on the screen. Okay children, what is the meaning of dispersion of light? Very important part, dispersion of light. The phenomena of splitting of white light by a prism into a consonant colors is known as dispersion. Consonant color means violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow and orange and red. It is the distinct color. The phenomena of splitting of white light by prism into constituent colors is called as the dispersion of light. Okay children, now I will discuss spectrum. Main motto is of this chapter is spectrum. On passing white light through a prism, the band of color seen on the screen is called the spectrum. Is called as the spectrum. See in this diagram, it is the spectrum of light on this screen. Spectrum of light. Cause of dispersion of white light and formation on spectra. The cause of dispersion of white light is the change in speed of light with wavelength. When white light enters the first surface of the prism, light of different colors due to their different speed. Only one speed, and in this diagram many speeds are occurred. It is also represent splitting of light. The violet color is deviated the most while the red color is deviated the least. Violet color, very important point, the violet color is deviated the most while the red color is deviated at the least. Therefore, the light of different color present in the white light follows different paths inside the glass prism and then strike the second surface of the prism. On the second surface of the prism, only refraction takes place from the glass to air. Glass to air. Air to glass and glass to air. And different colors are deviated through the different angles. That is, violet is deviated the most and red is the least. Violet is deviated the most and red is very least. That is, it is the violet is removed, it is more angle and red is very least in comparison of other angles. Dispersion of white light occurs only at the first surface of the prism. Dispersion of white light occurs on the first surface of the prism. Deviation of light rays occurs at both the surface of the prism. This surface and this surface. The prism does not produce colors, but it only splits the various colors present in the light incident on it. Okay, very important point. Note, number dispersion of white light occurs. Very important point. Dispersion of white light occurs only at the first surface of the prism. Deviation of light rays occurs at both the surface of the prism. Third point, the prism does not produce color, but it only splits the various color present in the light incident ray on it. Okay children, have a nice day. Good day.